Good afternoon, everyone. For today's discussion, my topic is shop safety. I am Jerry Macy Galandrina, and the subject today is power mechanics lecture. After the presentation, students should be able to first is to recall the steps of the past method for using a fire extinguisher. Second, value the importance of using PPE and following safety protocols. And lastly, is to demonstrate the correct technique for lifting heavy objects. First, the let me introduce to you the PPE or personal protective equipment. Sa atin na IA, hindi na bago sa atin yung word na to na PPE or the personal protective equipment. So, this is an equipment worn to minimize exposure to hazards that cause serious workplace injuries and illness. Meron tayong mga iba't ibang types ng PPE or personal protective equipment. Pero, i-include ko lang dito yung galing sa ating reference na ito ay yung first, yung safety goggles. Ito yung pinaka-importante na personal protective, isa sa pinaka-importante sa type ng personal protective equipment or PPE. It is used whenever you are working or around the vehicles o kaya naman sa mga services or around the components. Pangalawa, as we can see, the steel-toed shoes. Ginagamit ito kapag wala yung safety shoes mo and it offers more protection to your feet whenever you are working since it is a leather top shoes nga. And pangatlo ay yung bump cup. Bakit tinawag na bump cup? It protects the head under vehicle object. Again, bakit tinawag na bump cup? Kasi as we can see from the example, makikita natin na meron siyang hard part sa loob na pumoprotekta sa ulo natin from impacts or what we call the bumps. Kasi caused by the hitting stationary objects. Pag sinabi natin stationary, it is unmovable objects. Yung, kasi, minsan kasi, makakalimutan natin na mag-adjust, 'di ba? Eh, merong mga bagay na hindi na nagagalaw, hindi na nababago. Kailangan tayo yung paminsan-minsan na nag-a-adjust sa mga bagay na alam nating as is na. And lastly, sa marami pang mga types ng PPE, so this is the main and primarily important PPE type that we should use. Ito yung ating gloves. Gloves ay palagi natin dapat na sinusuot kapag working on at kapag around lang tayo ng vehicles or any other components. Basically, gloves tend to protect our hands from rough surfaces or sharp surfaces. Bukod na sa pag-iwas natin sa madumihan yung kamay natin, yun. Ito yung nagpoprotekta sa atin from rough surfaces or sharp surfaces. Sa gloves, makikita natin meron tayong 5 examples na type of gloves na ginagamit ng mga technicians. The first example that we have sa gloves natin ay yung latex surgical gloves. In these gloves, ito inexpensive siya. Mura lang 'to, pero stretchable siya tapos weak siya pagdating sa mga gas, oil, or solvent kapag na-expose siya sa mga ganong chemicals. Second naman is the vinyl gloves. It is also inexpensive, again, cheap siya, and not affected by gas, oil, or solvent. And the third one ay polyurethane gloves. Makikita natin, mas mukha siyang expensive tignan. At yet, it is very strong. Yung gas dito tsaka yung oil solvent is dumudulas lang kasi ayun, madulas 'tong polyurethane gloves na 'to. And nitrile gloves, halos parehas lang sa latex yung pinakauna na gloves. Pero sa latex kasi 'di ba, naaapektuhan siya ng gas, oil solvent. Sa nitrile naman, hindi siya nagre-react sa oil, gas, or solvent. At last, sa types of gloves ay yung mechanics gloves. Yan, makikita natin, makapal siya, synthetic. Pag sinabi natin synthetic, that is man-made at merong on merong gawa rin sa artificial. It is a synthetic made and provide thermos protection, pati protection na rin sa dirt. And let us proceed sa safety tips for technicians. The first safety tip is to lift with your legs and arms, not your back. Ano ba kasi mangyayari kapag yung back natin yung ginamit natin na yung force natin ay gamit yung back natin, ha? So, ang sabi dito, isa sa tip ay lift with your legs and arms. Yung back natin should be straight lang at yung nasa legs natin yung pinakabigat ng bubuhatin natin. Siya yung magdadala, yung legs natin. And pangalawa, ask for help when pushing a vehicle or use a motorized pusher. Nakita natin sa example dyan na gumagamit siya ng motorized pusher para sa vehicle. Kahit na, ayun, connect natin siya dito sa pangatlo, push a heavy object rather than pull it. Kapag merong mga mabibigat na bagay, matuto tayo na humingi ng tulong sa ibang tao, lalo na kapag alam nating hindi natin kaya at hindi talaga natin kaya. And lastly, for this slide, I connect the exhaust hose to the tailpipe of any running vehicle to prevent build-up of CO2. CO2. That is CO2 or carbon dioxide inside a closed garage. Kapag naka-close yung garage mo, mauubusan yung oxygen. Puro carbon dioxide na lang yung nasa loob kasi ang nilalabas sa exhaust ay carbon dioxide. So, kailangan natin i-connect to para ma-prevent daw yung build-up of carbon dioxide sa loob ng closed na garage. Another safety tips ay when standing, keep objects, parts, and tools with which you are working between chest and waist height. Kapag nakatayo ka, dapat yung mga tools mo, hindi siya nakatayo ka or nakaupo ka man, dapat hindi siya above you, over you. Dapat yung mga tools mo ay between chest and waist height. Kasi, syempre, delikado kapag bumagsak yun, baka mabigat yun, mag-cause pa siya ng accident. And do not twist your body when carrying out a load. Instead, pivot your feet to help prevent strain on spine. Kunwari, iikot tayo, wag natin i-twist daw yung body natin. That is understandable naman na instead of twisting your body kapag may buhat tayo ng mga bagay na mabibigat, tapos parang ililipat natin siya, i-move natin yung katawan natin. Dapat kasama yung feet. Yung feet natin yung parang magbibigay ng direction kung saan natin kailangan tumayo. Yun yung parang magiging guide natin at support. Kasi kapag may mga dinadala tayong mga loads. Always be sure the hood is securely held held open. Held open, that's held open. Yung hood natin, ayan, yung naka-open na yan. That is also, madali naman siya intindihin, self-explanatory. Bakit ba kailangan naka-open yan palagi at naka-secure na naka-open siya? Kasi 'di ba yung mga technicians kapag may kinakalikot or may inaayos diyan, talagang parang papasok na yung buong katawan mo. So, kailangan natin i-sure na yung hood natin ay secured na naka-open. Kasi maaari 'tong bumagsak sa'tin, 'di ba? Ayaw naman natin nun. And lastly, for the tips for technicians ay all oily shop should be stored in a metal container. All oily. Pag sinabi natin all oily, yung mga PPE natin, mga gamit na, kasi yung mga oil na yun, pwede siyang mag-ignite, mag-cause ng ignition, or yun nga, magkakaroon ng malay mo, baka magkaroon pa ng sunog. So, kailangan i-store siya in a metal container. Sama-sama yun doon, yung mga oily mo na PPE, ganon. Let's proceed to the cleaning methods. First one ay power washing. Power, ginagamitan ng powered tool. At washing naman, meron siyang tubig. So, power washing uses an electric or gasoline-powered compressor to increase the pressure of water and force it out of a nozzle. What is nozzle? Yung nozzle, yun yung pagdadaluyan ng tubig. So, the pressure of the water itself is usually enough to remove dirt, grease, and grime from vehicle components. Panlinis siya. Sa sobrang lakas nun, matatanggal talaga yung dumi. Nakikita niyo sa mga car wash, yung mga nagtatrabaho doon na may hawak na powered washing tool ba? Kung ano man yung tawag doon. Yun yung isa sa cleaning method, ginagamitan ng power washing. Tubig yung nalabas. Sometimes, a chemical cleaner, such as detergent, is added to the water to help with cleaning. Ayan, hinahaluan siya minsan ng mga chemical cleaner para mas mapabilis yung ah, paglilinis natin. So, safe use of power washers. Since, 'di ba, tubig yung nai-spray doon, tapos naka-high pressure siya. Kailangan naka-face shield tayo. Kailangan suot natin yung face shield kapag gumagamit tayo ng power washer to protect not only the eyes but also the face in the event of the spray being splashed back toward the technician. Kasi sa sobrang lakas, tatalsik talaga yung tubig na yun. So, kailangan meron tayong face shield o kaya sa kahit sa mata man lang natin. Also, use a power pressure washer in an area where the runoff from the cleaning will not contaminate local groundwater or cause harm to plants or animals. Naka tayo sa pangalawang method. Yun ay yung chemical or microbe cleaning. O microbe cleaning. Tapos chemical cleaning. So, ang gamit dito, may isip agad natin na panglinis dito ay chemicals. Chemical cleaning involve one of several cleaning solutions including detergent, solvents, or small living microorganisms called microbes. So, itong microbes na to, yun yung kumakain sa mga oil, grease, sa mga dumi. That microbes live in the water and eat the hydrocarbons that are the basis of grease and oil. So, yung microbe yung tumutulong para mawala yung mga grease and oil, etc. Safe use of a chemical cleaning. Again, also, a face shield should be worn when cleaning parts using a chemical cleaner. Para ma maiwasan natin yung kun tatalsikan tayo ng mga chemicals sa mukha or kunwari and also magga-gloves din tayo. Clean and replace the chemical cleaner regularly. Pangatlo ay yung abrasive cleaning. Abrasive cleaning is used to clean disassembled parts. Yun yung mga, kunwari, engine blocks, ganun. The abrasives used include steel shot, ground walnut shells, or in the case of cleaning paint from a vehicle body, baking soda can be used. And safe use of abrasive cleaners is always wear a protective face shield and protecting clothing, including gloves, long sleeves, and long pants. Lastly, for the cleaning methods ay yung thermal ovens. Yung thermal ovens, nire-require to ng expensive to eh. Thermal cleaning uses heat to bake off grease and dirt with special high temperature ovens. Ayan. Ang nagpapatanggal doon, yung heat. Dahil sa high temperature ovens, doon mawawala yung dirt and grease sa ating vehicle. This method of cleaning requires the use of expensive equipment but does not use any hazardous chemicals and is environmental safe. Fire extinguisher. When using fire extinguisher, remember the word pass. Pass stands for pull the safety pin, pull the safety pin. Remember, A is to aim the nozzle at the base of the fire. Again, yung nozzle, itong nilalabasan ng tubig or yung parang pa, pa-tube siya or yung hose siya na kung saan doon dadaan yung tubig. So, itututok mo siya sa base ng apoy. And then, for the first S sa pass, squeeze the lever to activate the extinguisher. Ayan. Squeeze. Again, pull, aim, squeeze. And then, lastly, sweep the nozzle from side to side. Ayan. Gilid-gilid mo kung saan kailangan maapula yung fire. Pull the safety pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the lever, and sweep the nozzle. Pass method. Class or types of fire extinguisher. Each class should be used on specific fires only. Ito yung mga klase ng fire at kailangan ng iba't ibang types of fire extinguisher para maapula. Class A. Yung Class A is designed for use on general combustibles such as cloth, paper, and wood. Class B, ito naman yung gamit para sa mga flammable liquids and greases including gasoline, oil, thinner, and solvents. Class C, used only on electrical fires. Ito yung electrical fires. Class D, effective only in combustible metals such as powdered aluminum, sodium, and magnesium. So, these are the types of fire extinguisher na pwede nating magamit sa mga iba't ibang klase ng mga fires. First ay yung water. Type of fire extinguisher, water. Ito, bagay siya gamitin para sa Class A. Ano yung Class A? You such as cloth, paper, and wood. A fires by reducing temperature to the point where a fire cannot be contained. Next ay carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide Maganda siya, especially sa Class B and the Class C. Class B, yun yung mga flammable liquids and greases. Class C, electrical fires. So, carbon dioxide, a fire extinguisher is good for almost any type of fire. Lalo na daw yung Class B and Class C. A carbon dioxide fire extinguisher works by removing the oxygen from the fire, and the cold carbon dioxide also helps reduce the temperature of the fire. Kung makikita natin sa previous slide, ang ginagamit doon ay carbon dioxide. Ayun, tinatanggal yung oxygen sa fire at pinapalitan ng cold carbon dioxide para mabawasan yung temperature ng apoy. And dry chemical or yellow. Ito naman, pwede siya sa, mas okay siya sa lahat. Sa class A, class B, class C. So, by coating, flammable materials tend to be corrosive and will damage electronic device. A dry chemical fire extinguisher tends to be very corrosive and will cause damage to electronic devices. Ano ba 'pag sinabing corrosive? Ayun yung papangit yung mga metals, yung metals niya ay nagra-rust, ang tawag ng rust, nangangalawang kapag na-expose sa mga ganitong chemicals. So, ito daw ay very corrosive and nakakasira ng mga electronic devices. So, kailangan kapag bibili tayo or gagamit tayo ng mga types of fire extinguisher, kailangan natin i-consider yung mga types nito, kung saan siya pwede, kung ano yung masisira nito, kung ano ba yung dapat na gamitin natin para sa types of fire, types of classes na may mga apoy. Lastly, first aid and eye wash station. For our first aid kit, we have bandages, gauze pads, roll gauze, iodine swab sticks, antibiotic ointment, burn gel packets, eye wash solution. At sa ating workplace, dapat meron tayong eye wash station. Itong eye wash station, used whenever any liquid or chemical gets into the eye. Yan. And that's all for shop safety. Um, my discussion is referred to the automotive technology, principles, diagnosis, and service, the fourth edition by James D. Halderman. Thank you for listening.